Over in the middle of you guys and give this microphone away, but we're here at Zero Motorcycles and a long friend of mine as well, Mr. Scot Harden. Take it away.
Well, thank you, and how's everybody doing? Yep, another media tour. Very exciting. Well, hey, you finally stepped into something really new here. You're in the new zone here at Zero Motorcycles. I want to thank everyone for coming by and seeing what we have going on here. It's been a really exciting period for our company the last 2 years, and especially the last 6 months or so. Very dynamic period for Zero Motorcycles. We did our official launch at Intermont on the 2013 line just a few months ago, and received a lot of acclaim and a lot of attention as a result of that, and we wanted to share all the great news here with everybody in North America as well. Before I get started, the introduction of the bikes, I'd like to introduce a few key people in the company that are responsible for the bikes you see, and no one more so than the gentleman to my left here, Mr. Abe Askenazi, our CTO and Vice President of Engineering at Zero Motorcycles. It's his team that have created all the great motorcycles that we see around us. Abe's going to be available for any discussions or questions you guys have, technically specific questions you have after the conference here, so Abe will be around. The next gentleman I'd like to introduce is John Lloyd with Zero for a number of years now. He's our Vice President of Global Sales, really focused on this project you see here in front of us, the police bike here, and our fleet and worldwide distributor sales. Next to him is Chris Heimbuck, our Director of Marketing, who's responsible for this booth that you see here and all the hard work that went into making it a reality. And then last but not least, I've got two gentlemen here I want to introduce that are just, one of the reasons why Zero is having such a great year. We've had such a great sales success. Our top dealers in the United States with Hollywood Electrics, Harlan Flagg and Josh Kearney from Hollywood Electrics are here, and they have a special project bike that I think all you guys will really want to see here. It's a custom that they've done that they'll be selling through Zero. But let me get into the meat of the matter right now about Zero Motorcycles and what matters here and why you should care about what we're doing here. I don't know how many of you have been following the development of electrics, but it's been a very dynamic part of the industry over the last couple of years. And at Zero Motorcycles, we're really proud to say that we're right at the forefront of that development period. We've launched 3 entire new model generations in just a little over a 2-year period, starting with our 2011 line, which had a number of significant improvements and upgrades to 2012, to the bikes that you see here before you now, which are at the leading edge in terms of range, performance, styling, and the relationship between the customer and the product, which I'll get into in just a minute. For 2013, Zero has 5 completely new motorcycles in the line. Some of them are massive upgrades over previous models. We have 1 completely new model here, starting with the yellow S model here down in front of us. New features for this year, we have our own proprietary patent-pending design motor that's in the bike. We doubled the horsepower this year. We increased the torque significantly in the bike this year. The bike is a real animal. There's a couple of reviews out on it so far by Mr. Alan Cathcart. He describes the power characteristic as muscular on this bike, and it really is. It accelerates very hard. It's unlike any electric bike we've ever had in the line. Very much comparable to any 600 sport bike that you've ever ridden. Next to it, we have the DS over here, the sister bike to it. Designed as it would be for a dual sport, more upright seating position, longer travel suspension, spoke wheels. Same power plant in it, same battery layout in it. We've really improved the battery chemistry in our products this year. We've gotten a much more robust battery cell technology. We've increased the range. We have world-class leading range in terms of the range of the bikes, 137 miles of range on either of these 2 bikes. Pretty phenomenal compared to where it was just a couple of short years ago. In addition to the DS model, we have 3 new models in our MX family, starting with our MX model over here on the left. We've gone full size this year with the wheels, 18 rear, 21-inch front, 54 horsepower, comparable to any open class motocross bike on the market today. 54 electric, 100% torque at 1 revolution horsepower in this bike. Very, very impressive to ride. And the rest of the bikes in the line benefit from the same thing. The Zero FX, all new for this year. This bike here is really our, what we describe as an inner city hooligan bike or trail bike, however you want to, wherever you want to ride it. This bike has phenomenal response, up to 60 miles per hour in 3.9 seconds. It will wheelie if you just look at the throttle. It'll practically wheelie over backwards on you. It's unbelievably fun to ride. The acceleration out of this bike, the way that it hits, the way that it performs is just shocking. It really is. This bike, we have a tremendous amount of interest in it and a lot of advance orders on it, and a lot of fun to ride. And then finally down here over the right, the XU. This is our entry-level model. It's an inner-city commuter bike, great for beginners, people just starting out, people who are looking for basic transportation, people that are just looking to have a fun ride to get them around town. The XU receives all the benefits of all the technology and all the things that Abe's teams have been working on with our new motor, our new battery technology, all of the other things that go into it. It's really a phenomenal bike. I mean, when you look around the range, and for those of you who've been following us, you'll notice that there's been a tremendous step change year over year. Abe is actually only 17 years old. He actually looks like he's 50 now from all of the development and the sleepless nights the team have gone through. But really, it's been that kind of development process. One of the coolest things that Zero's really doing, and really we see our mission is to really change the future of motorcycling. The way the motorcycle works, the way the motorcycle performs, the experience that you have when you ride in a motorcycle, especially electric motorcycles, unlike anything that you've ever experienced before. The effortless motion, the torque, the sensation of acceleration with no sound. It's almost like a magic carpet ride, as close as you can get to it. We're really pushing the envelope in terms of the way the motorcycle performs. These aren't different motorcycles, they're better motorcycles in many ways. They're more core, more pure to the experience of motorcycling, more pure to the sensation you get from riding a motorcycle. This is what Zero's really focusing on. And if that's not enough, one thing that Zero's doing in addition to that is really changing the game in the way the consumer has his relationship or his experience with the motorcycle. New for this year, and you'll see an example of it here on the custom that Harlan and Josh have brought down, is the world's first bike that is iPhone compatible and Android compatible. You can actually tune these new motorcycles with your phone, and we'll be happy to give you a demonstration of that later. But the technology that's gone into the development of this is nothing short of phenomenal. It's certainly groundbreaking in terms of motorcycle technology. And we're really proud to be the innovators, the one to bring this to market first. Not only will all of the control systems, the electronic systems and everything are monitored, but we can upload the information to our tech centers to diagnose problems remotely. You can tune the torque curve, the amount of regen and the braking on the bike, the top speed under Eco. It's tunable just through your phone. And there's a whole wealth of other information. Your phone can actually become your dashboard if you want, depending on how you set it up. It's really quite interesting, and we see this as really the revolution that's really going to propel electric motorcycles in the future. The socialization process that comes through this, the sharing of things that have gone into it, it's nothing short of phenomenal what this is going to unleash. I guarantee you the ice bikes will catch up with us here shortly, but we're proud to say that we're the first to market with this. We'll be happy to explain more about that after the meeting is over. You know, I've been in the business here 3 years with Zero. I come from the traditional side of the business. I've seen more changes and more evolution in this thing and more generation around electrics over the last 3 years than is phenomenal. Josh and Harlan are right, the spear's head of it. One of the best examples I can cite about how this is changing is the gentleman over here behind Josh and Harlan. Terry?
Yeah,
Terry, step out. This is Terry Hirschner. I don't know if you've been following on Facebook, but he set out to ride his Zero motorcycle from Florida to this event. And in the process, he logged close to 3,500 miles in just a little over 5 days. He's here with us today. It's an amazing story. He's done it all on his own. And it's just kind of to show you, he's an evangelist about electric, and he's really trying to show the need, the requirements for getting more of the infrastructure set up to recharge bikes. But that's coming on and it's coming online very quickly, which makes all of our products more viable. Terry will be around and can answer any questions you guys have around the sport. We also have Brandon Miller here, who is a world record speed holder on the Zero motorcycle in the lightweight class. It's just really cool to see the passion and the energy that's coming to electric motorcycles through guys like this and Josh and Harlan, to see the whole business come out. Mark my words, electric motorcycles are a big, big part of the future of motorcycling. 20 years from now, you're going to see them everywhere on the road. And I'm really proud to say that Zero Motorcycles is playing a major role in making that a reality. So we have press kits for everyone that are here. We have press kits and USB sticks for all of you that would like to have some additional information. The rest of the team will be here to answer any questions you have about the products. This bike right here, the Custom by Hollywood Electrics, is a beautiful piece of motorcycle art and machinery. They're here to answer any questions about it. They've got some really cool things in store, from the way that you control all the systems on it to everything else. This is very, very high tech, and this will be available for customers to buy right after the first of the year. It's really a dynamic period we're in the sport and in the industry, and electric motorcycles are a big part of it, and Zero's at the forefront of it. So thanks everyone for coming. If you have any questions, we're here to answer any questions you have, and I hope you guys have a great show.
Thank you very much, Scott, and all you gentlemen here at Zero Motorcycles. We are going to continue on our tour. As Scott said, these gentlemen are going to be around to answer any of your questions. With that being said, we are going to make our way over to stop number 13, which is Victory Motorcycles.